Quite the afternoon setting up across mid-Missouri, early October, showing us that we can still get summer-like temperatures across the region. We're going to be dealing with upper 70s to lower 80s here over the next hour or so through the early parts of the afternoon. Many of us are going to be getting up close to about 84, 85 degrees through about 3 or 4 o'clock before those temperatures take a quick dip as we start to quickly lose sunshine. We're getting to that time of year where that sun is setting very, very quickly into the evenings. Cold front off to our north should stay off to the north for the most part, and will begin to eventually lift back off to the north here into the next couple of days. That warmth and humidity being wrapped around that area of high pressure just off to our south. Live look outside right now, not a cloud in the sky. Mostly sunny conditions will continue through the rest of this afternoon, and as mentioned, we're going to be getting into the middle 80s here over the next couple of hours, and that sunshine will continue through the overnight hours. We'll likely hold on to mostly clear skies, and it should be pretty pleasant as you're waking up tomorrow morning. Through the afternoon tomorrow, similar day, probably a degree or two cooler than where we get into this afternoon, but still another nice day to get out across a good portion of the region. And you can copy and paste this weather for Friday and probably into Saturday and Sunday too. May see a little bit more cloud cover as what's left of Hurricane Delta lifts off to the north. The best chance for cloud cover would be near the Interstate 44 corridor. We're also going to be tracking some cooler weather Monday and beyond into next week as our next cold front looks to roll through the region. Right now we're under a pretty good ridge of high pressure just off to our west, but that will eventually be scooting off to the east and get erased by the remnants of Hurricane Delta. That should lead to slightly cooler temperatures into this weekend, but still pretty warm, around 80 degrees. And then that next cold front barges in by Monday and Tuesday of next week. You can see a big swath of the country going to be under a pretty large area of low pressure, and that will squash off any heat off to our south and likely lead to some pretty cool temperatures into the beginning parts of next week. Your ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast is pretty reflective of that. Nice through this weekend, clouds and cooler temperatures by next week.